Hi everyone, I'm Akram, working as a dev support slash DevRel at Ledger. Um, and I will be talking with you today about how you can integrate with Ledger, the different pathways of open source integrations we provide, and how you can build easily and fastly with us. So this presentation will be done in two parts. The first one, we will talk together about these different type of integration, and then on the second part, we'll dive into a more specific kind of integration, the most straightforward and easy way to build on top of Ledger. So let's go. We have, let's say, four type of integrations. The first one is the embedded application. Are you familiar with the Ledger hardware device, I guess? Or you guys have a Ledger hardware device? You already installed an application on it? So this is the first part, the embedded app. So the embedded app is basically the application that will communicate with the protocol between your hardware device and the protocol. This is the first layer. It's a kind of open source, as anyone can build their own embedded application. Even you guys, if you have an embedded app you want to make, you can make it. You can sideload it into your hardware device in a kind of, it's getting a little no, that should be okay. In kind of we say it developer mode, and you will have your own embedded app on your hardware device, customized by you. But of course, it will be at your own risk, as we won't auditate this. So this is the first layer of integration. All the embedded app are listed on our repo, as it can be done by anyone. We just have to audit it ourselves at the end and to let it available for the public. So this is the first layer. I will talk about the second, the connector app, at the end, because it's the most the easiest one, and we will dive more deeply into it. You have the third one, the blockchain support integration. So as I said, you have the embedded app, it's the first layer. The second layer is the blockchain integration, and it will come above the embedded app. Basically, who already used the Ledger Live software wallet, maybe? Okay, so what you can see on the Ledger Live software wallet, it's because these blockchain are integrated on our side. Same thing, it's a kind of open source integration. You can do it by yourself, but this integration is a little hard, and you need many developers on it. Of course, often it's a kind of companies that does it, but it's open. All the blockchain integrated are listed on our repo, so you can have a look at it, how it works. You can try to build also your own and launch a kind of Ledger Live custom, but same thing, it will be on your side. It will be at your own risk. And yeah, as it's written, you can integrate and submit your own blockchain. Of course, it will take some time, as we have many blockchain that want to be integrated with us. But this is a work you can do on your side. And the last one, the live app integration. So it's a kind of dApp integrated into Ledger Live. So if you have a Web3 dApp, a decentralized application, you can let it in a way that it's already integrated into the software wallet. So then the users won't need to leave the software wallet and will be able to use your dApp directly on the software wallet. So for a user, for example, it's a kind of better security level for him, because he will believe that it's integrated, then more secure also. And on top of that, we also ask people that have a dApp to provide plugin. So why a plugin? And it's because we are launching mostly this year, but we began a few years ago a clear signing initiative. So we want you guys to build plugin or to build something that allows user to clear sign their transaction. So I'm a user today. If I sign a transaction, I will have a hash, something that I can, if I'm a beginner, I won't understand it easily. So the plugin is here to translate the hash into something readable for a humankind, for a beginner, for example. So don't hesitate to dive into this initiative, and it's just a little secret, but we will talk about it more at ECC, and we will try to work with other bigger actors in the area to try to improve these clear signing aspects. So I discussed these three. There is the last one, the connect your app. I let it for the end. Why? Because so the connect your app section is for you guys the easiest way to integrate with Ledger. Let's say you have a DApp. You have a DApp. You want to leverage, for example, the Ledger user base, the guys who have Ledger devices. You want to allow them to be able to interact with your DApp between the Ledger hardware device and your DApp. So the easiest way is to integrate this functionality called Connect Your App. It's just a bunch of libraries. You integrate it onto your DApp. Depending on the connectivity you would like, USB, Bluetooth, you will have different type of libraries. And then, depending on the mobile also, or on the computer, you choose. And you will allow users to be able to open their hardware device, communicate with your DApp, and also improve security. So that's the way. And for the next slides, we will be quickly working on this section, the Connect Your App functionality. So it's not a workshop, don't worry. It's a kind of presentation / workshop. We'll give you time to take pictures of the repo if you want to reproduce this at home. So these are the prerequisites you need. Be sure that you have the right package manager, of course a hardware device, an Ethereum address with the Ethereum embedded app installed, and the right libraries I will show you just after. So to ease the work for you, you can go on this repo, just stop at examples ledger. Then you can clone many examples. This one is the signed personal message example. It's using the EIP 191 functionality. So you can clone this repo. You will have a bunch of examples. Choose the signed personal message example. And once you're done, you just have to execute these two commands. And then you should have this web application running. So it's not beautiful. The goal here was to write the minimum amount of line of codes. It's really just to show how it works and how it's easy to do. So this is how the web application looks like. You have the ability to connect your hardware device to open the Ethereum app. And then when you have the application opened, you just click on hash my message. So these are the steps I already described. And when you will you will click on hash my message on your hardware device, you will have the option to sign a kind of message. So it's just a test message to be sure that you're the one signing the message with your address. So when signing the message, the web application will display you two lines. The first one kind of hash of the test message. The test message is hashed, and just under the message, it's your address that will be displayed. So how can I be sure that the web application is signing the message with my address? After that, you just have to go to runkit.com, and you will have a bunch of tools that will allow you to be sure that you're the one signing the message. You will just have to pass the hash you got, and it will give you back the address that signed the message. So then you will be sure that you did it. So how does it work? So as I told you, it's not a workshop. It's mainly here to explain you the big lines, and if you want to reproduce it at home. So many steps. First one, of course, I told you earlier, you have to import the right libraries depending on the connectivity you would like to install on your to allow on your DApp. So USB, Bluetooth, Even in USB, you have many different libraries, so you have to choose the right one depending on what you want to do exactly. So the right import for that. And then on the repo, you will find all the functions listed. And depending on the communication you would like between your decentralized application and the hardware device, we will have to choose the right functions. So the functions that will initiate the communication between your hardware device and your DApp, the function that will allows you to sign also. I don't know why it's okay. I don't know why it's like that, but so these are the main functions you have to use just to perform a simple a transaction to sign. And on top of that, so you have the functions. So the functions are here to communicate between your hardware device and the DApp. But sometimes you won't succeed into allowing the hardware device be able to communicate with the DApp. So it will display you errors. That's normal. You won't succeed it at the first time, but each error has a kind of translation. Sorry. So even if you get errors, take it and try to see what is happening. It will help you debug also your installation, what you're trying to implement, because these errors here are linked to the APDU calls. This is the calls that are done between the hardware device and the DApp, and you will know that which thing is missing to accomplish and finish your integration on your DApp. So that's it. As I told you, almost. I only have one or two more slides. Oh, you have time. Okay. So as I told you, it's more a presentation / workshop to allow you to have the bigger picture. That you can do it at home. So quickly remember this repo. It's a clone of the Ledger repo, so you can also not sure you can find it on the Ledger repo. But I work at Ledger, so you can. It's okay. There is no security threat. Don't worry. You can clone it. These on top of this one, there are 4 other tutorials / workshop available on that with documentation, so you can also use them to perform other kind of tasks. And yes. So as I told you, it's a kind of open source integration. For this one, yes. For the other one, there are more steps as we have to verify at the end to have the final say on what you're trying to integrate on our repo. So even if you do a pull request on our repo, don't think that it will be accepted right away. It will take months, and maybe you will have a no at the end. So don't be sad, because we are trying to have the hands on what we are improving on our product, and have the final say on that. Be sure that it's kind of premium product we give to our customers, and that it's aligned also with what we want, the strategy we're trying to implement. So yes, and if you want to become kind of a partner, if you want to build it on top of us, don't hesitate to do so. We have many kind of ways you can reach us. The tutorial I already explained is also listed on our portal, the developer portal. You will find all the tools I described, and also other tools, code samples, explanations, everything you will find on our developer portal. If you are trying to do something and you have questions, you want someone to answer from Ledger, you can go on our Discord. We have a Discord server when you can reach out to us. We also have a kind of blog, more for developer integration journeys, but the main thing is our repo on GitHub. Have a look at it, Ledger HQ. Some pages are available even if you are not into this organization. And that's it. Thank you very much. If you have any questions,
Do
don't
we have
hesitate.
questions? Oh, yeah.
Hello, thank you for this great presentation. I have few questions.
Yeah, go ahead.
If I got right, you allow me to deploy some software inside your security chip. It's about embed.
Embedded app, yes.
Yes,
Yeah.
and could you give me, I don't know, a few examples when I might want to
Yeah,
deploy something inside this device?
so it depends. You have two main usage. The first one, if if you have a kind of blockchain, you want to be able to interact with this blockchain, you can have this possibility to have this embedded app. This is the first one. The second one is an embedded app can be used for other purposes. For example, I have on my device an embedded app that is playing kind of password manager. Another one that will be here as a plugin just to clear sign some transaction, but not necessarily be linked to a blockchain. So you have other usage that are linked. If you have a usage that is linked to cryptographic ecosystem, for let's say like that, you can use this embedded app usage, for example.
So you have some kind of elliptic curves inside these chips, yes? And
Yes.
if but I can't provide something else inside it. Yes, I can
Yes.
use this one.
Yeah, you can use this.
Okay, could I ask another one? Yeah. Good. It's about this Ledger Live for private also
Software
usage.
wallet?
I mean, sorry, no, not software wallet.
You want me to put the right slides?
Slide where you this third layer blockchain support, I think, and Ledger Live, and this one. Yes, this one, third
Okay.
one.
Yeah.
And you told that also I have to support it by myself, and I can add anything what I need, and also why I need this, and how I can use it.
Okay. Why you can need this, for example, if you're a user for the Ledger Live software wallet, you want to be able to manage everything related to your blockchain on Ledger Live on the software wallet, then you need to do that, to do this step. If you don't do it, you will only be able to use the hardware wallet, but without the software wallet, and then you will have to use or find another software that will be able to perform your actions with the hardware wallet. Am I clear? So this step is really here for the software wallet part. This step is here for the hardware wallet part.
Yeah, understandable. And the final one, yes, it's it's about HID. I mean, when you talk about
the
this
USB
signature
connectivity.
and yes, using USB, could I use your device with mobile phone, for example, from browser?
Yeah.
Is it work?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can.
Great. Super.
You also have Bluetooth connectivity.
Yeah. In this case, yeah. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Thank you very much. Do we have any more questions? We still have a bit of time. Okay. For the recording, it's better.
Sure. Does it work the other way as well? Do you integrate other apps? So instead of just allowing, well, not just, but instead of allowing developers build apps within your dApp, whatever, do you yourself consider connecting to other dApps to add additional features to the Ledger Live?
Yes. So just to be sure, you're talking about the dApp side or the embedded app side? The dApp. Yeah. Yeah, we also do that, but of course we have to try and try to find a kind of incentive also for us. So if we have a common yeah, there is a match on something or somewhere. Yes, of course, we sometimes do that way also.
Great. Anyone else? Okay, in that case, thank you very much once again.
Thank you, Cole. Thank you very much, Anna, for this.